Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans. What we do around here is bring about conversations on a variety of topics. The topics are usually related to coaching or relationships and improving quality of life in a personal, professional, or spiritual sort of way. We've got over 575 audios available on a variety of topics. Hopefully, something that is beneficial to you. Today, we're going to talk about goal setting. If you are a person who is trying to get better about goal setting in your own life, coaching can be helpful in that area. So, please feel free to reach out. There are two ways you can do that if you want to work with me. You can go on Twitter at PO Perception, or you can, in fact, connect on a deeper level right here on the About Me section of the YouTube page. Is my website. You can send a message through there and ultimately get to where you want to be in terms of getting in touch in that way. And so there's about 4 or 5 things I want to go through here. Basic stuff, but stuff that is a good reminder. The first thing is find an action step, the action plan that is step by step. So what that means is ultimately, what am I going to do first? What am I going to do next? What am I going to do after that? And then what am I going to do last? So the more specific your action plan, the easier it is to look at your life and make it work for you. At the end of the day, not having a consistent action plan is one of the most guaranteed ways to fall short of your own expectations or fall short of what it is that you need to come forward with. The reality of the situation is you don't always have to know every step you're going to take, but you have to have at least a framework to be able to identify the best steps to take, the places where pitfalls are likely to happen, and the ways in which you can balance out the energy and emotion related to taking the steps themselves. The next is use your calendar. Figure out how much each day, each week, or each month you need to put time into this and kind of map out over a week or a month's time, depending on how long a project is going to take, where the time is going to come from to do it. The other reason to do that, and it may even be helpful to do that in 2 places, one in a written form and the other in electronic form, is because maybe the electronic form comes with reminder bells or some sort of alarm or other format that will remind you if you've gotten tied up doing other things in the nature of your daily life to continue to pursue your goal, your dream, your aspirations in a way that is beneficial to you. Have a plan for unforeseen circumstances is the next most important thing to do. When we have plans for unforeseen circumstances, we also then give ourselves leverage over allowing things to get us kind of off track. When you don't have plans for worst case scenario or unforeseen circumstances, what would I do if somebody runs late? What would I do if someone breaks their word? What would I do if my money gets tied up in ways I didn't expect? What would I do if I got sick but still needed this project to be done? How could I delegate in that situation? These are all invaluable questions that need to happen in order for you to be able to handle the unforeseen circumstances. One of the most foolish things that people often do is they lead themselves to believe that bad circumstances, negative circumstances will never happen. The problem with this is that when they do and you have absolutely no plan, you lose weeks, months, or sometimes, depending on the person, even years behind wasted energy and time and effort of recovery. If you do some basic recovery backup plan works in the beginning, you're able to ultimately get to a better place in a quicker fashion. The next thing to consider is look for clarity. What is the why you're doing what you're doing? Understand what your goal will give you and get you when you reach it. Understand the motivating factor for your pursuit of the goal from the beginning. Understand the value to what you are trying to accomplish from an emotional, spiritual, mental, and physical reign, and also understand where you're likely to to quit on yourself. When you understand why you're doing what you're doing, it's easier to do it. The next is keep your energy positive and neutral. What I mean by positive and neutral is this: staying positive all the time is not a realistic expectation for nearly any person. While there are some people that can fake it, true positivity is actually infused with energy, which means you have to be able to look at things and really believe what you're saying to yourself or to others. The lack of belief will slow down your progress. So, um, when you have a good relationship with neutrality, you then also bring about the possibility to reset yourself when you get off track, when things are going slower than you anticipated, when making contacts or conversations are not panning out the way you plan. If you're moving a little slower, you're making life easier on yourself in the long run because you can reset back to neutrality. Things may not be where I want to be, but they'll pick up again. Is far, far better than the fake it till you make it mentality that people often have. So hopefully this is helpful. I encourage you to keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.